Hi, this is the James. I'm sure you've all heard of the Mandela effect, the concept that the past has been changed and some remember it. Skeptics say it is misremembering, just incorrect memories of similar words or events from long ago. It is supposedly caused by the gigantic particle accelerator in Switzerland called CERN, creating many black holes and exotic particles, somehow changing timelines in minute ways. First of all, there are many particle accelerators worldwide, 30,000 actually. But CERN is the biggest so far, so it gets all the blame. I doubt this is what's causing these events to begin with, but something is for sure going on, from whatever causes. I am certain that most of these Mandela effect mini conspiracy theories are absolutely people misremembering things. For example, all the stuff out of the Bible. There are several passages in there that people think have changed, most notably the one about the lion lying down with the lamb. But now it is no longer in there? I made a list of these once and asked my mom. She was very well versed in Bible passages and had never heard of this Mandela stuff. She explained every one of them away. So no, it did not ever say a lion laid down with a lamb. That is a sort of trope, but not a real quote from the Bible. The debates over whether Jif peanut butter used to be Jiffy or not seems to be pointless to me. I don't really care, and I think it would be easy to misremember. Other things are similar. People try to think stuff like this up for the heck of it. But are any of the Mandela effects possibly real? Absolutely. Maybe even a lot of them. I know of a few for sure that just cannot be disputed, in my opinion. I can even prove one of them, but I think I'll save it for last here. One that bugs me is the Berenstain Bears. First, I must inform you that I remember everything from when I was a kid. I remember conversations with my sister and parents and everything else, even things that I was thinking, from when I was at least 2. One conversation I recall was when I had a Berenstain Bears book in my hands and my mom was telling me that it is pronounced Berenstein, even though it's written like Berenstein. But they write it that way because they are Jewish. It's how they write their names, so it is pronounced Berenstain or Berenstein. And how do Jews write Stein or Stein names? The same way, S-T-E-I-N. Now, decades later, the rumor is afoot that it is spelled S-T-A-I-N. And the Berenstain family that is still alive says so? Really? Not buying that crock of shit. I distinctly remember what my mom said and what I was looking at. Why, I will get to in a minute. Another biggie is the Statue of Liberty. Did you know that the feds are now saying that no one has ever been inside it because it was never used for tours and all that is a myth? Excuse me, but there are videos on YouTube right now of people just walking to the top and back to show what it's like. So why would they say this? There are a few weird subjects like this. They have me wondering about Ed McMahon being the sweepstakes guy or not, and I couldn't care less about Shaq being in a Genie movie or not. But on a few things, I am 1,000,000% sure. I can admit when I am not sure, or possibly even wrong. Unlike some, but a few things are just like, no way. Yes, Fruit of the Loom did indeed have a cornucopia on it. Oh, I am sure. I thought it was very funny when I was little and asked Mom what that brown thing was. It was a cornucopia to put fruit in. And now it never existed? Whatever. And we used to play Monopoly all the time. I absolutely distinctly remember the little banker guy having a monocle. And now he never had one? Right. Whatever. Now to put the icing on the cake of all this craziness. Did you know that they are now saying that C-3PO is not an all-gold colored robot? He has one silver leg. What the fuck, right? No, he never had a silver leg. I remember from my original viewing of the movie that came out when I was a little kid, and I seen it in the theater. Also the subsequent movies, which I have on VHS and DVD. He is and always was entirely gold colored. No silver leg. So what do the VHS movies look like when viewed now? Funny, it's hard to tell. Could go either way, the light is, I guess. But I just mean in a scene here and there. In most of it, you can tell. He's gold all right. But wait. I have proof. Physical proof. When I was a young'un, I got a toy figurine of him, and I still have him. The entire doll is faded, admittedly, but it is all gold. May be hard to see in a picture, but I will try and insert it. So my all gold C-3PO is still all gold. What gives? I have an idea. Most of these things are misremembered and are mistakes, where people are not accurately recalling historical facts. This is nothing mystical at all, such as Mandela himself. You can say he died in prison, but he obviously did not. So just maybe you were wrong. Was it Jiff or was it Jiffy? Such similar words, and really, who cares? If you misquote the Bible and even preachers correct you, are all holy men wrong, or is it you? There are so many things like this. But what about the few that have definitely been tampered with? And with what? The actual timeline, just in very specific instances? Or is someone just fucking with you? Now there is a conspiracy for you. Ever heard of PSYOPs? Operation Mockingbird? The CIA? Sure, they would. Is it more likely that CERN changed the timeline and the Berenstein's family name was changed by one letter, or that measures were taken to make people believe that? Let's recall all the Berenstein bear books we can get a hold of, reprint some, and pay the family to shut up and go along. How pointless it would all be. But it's more likely than a quantum leap, isn't it? Really, it has to be one or another. I really think that the government is fabricating and encouraging this stuff just to create distractions and distract us from bigger issues. They can change movies. They can change books. But they can't change my figurine my mom bought for me 45 years ago. People love a conspiracy, and these days with the internet on everyone's brains, any dumb thing can be said and a million people worldwide will launch onto it and believe it. But what about my all-gold C-3PO? I am asking you, do any of you have old C-3PO figurines from the 80s, like I do, or old VHS tapes of Star Wars? What do they look like? Let me know in the comments. I am anxious to read them. Or any other Mandela type stuff. I am also interested to know what you have to say. For now, I am off to put my droid back in his cloche. So have a disturbed day.